guys?
Hey.
So we're back in studio. Yeah.
That's it.
We are here with Rowell.
Rowell,
sorry.
Javier, yes.
So what is your last name?
Javier.
Javier.
It's kind of different because people see Rowell and they think that's the last name, and then Javier, they switch it up.
See, the last name threw me off on how you pronounce the first name.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't want to fuck it up, and why not?
There we are.
I was like, but I did. So.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
So what exactly do you do? Like, what do you call being what you are?
Right now, I guess you could call it like a private sushi chef.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been doing this since 2009, and then, every true chef's dream is to have their own company or their own thing, Yeah. So that's what, I decided to do. I actually started it like 5 years ago, but, funding it is, difficult when that's your sole. Yeah, that's just you, know, and I maxed out my credit card, and then, just to get it started. Dude. Yeah. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm not making any money right now.
Yeah.
I thought it would just take off immediately, but that's not the case. So went back to work, did a couple different things, was a zip line guide for a little bit.
What?
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Random.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to do a bunch of like different things. So I used to be in the military, and just that longing for the adrenaline. So I just wanted to do something that will get my heart beating faster, and I wanted to be a guide. That's really what I want to do, a tour guide of any kind. Had buddies who were zipline guides, and then went out to New Zealand, became ski or snowmobile guides. Dang, I was like, oh man, like just travel around, live out of a van, that's a life, just complete freedom for the most part. But so now I'm doing sushi catering, pretty much at weddings, small parties and stuff like that. I bring the sushi bar to you, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
So
is that what you're doing full time now, or are you still working in the kitchen as well, or have you been able to?
Yeah, so I'm doing that. I wouldn't consider it full time as I can make it. But I'm doing that, and I also have Airbnb actually right up the road. So I'm doing that. Just got Superhost. That's new. So whatever that does, I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell is that? What the hell is even that?
It was quick. I put up my house, and then 3 months later, hey, you're a Superhost. I'm like, all right. So
you're like, I'm an Airbnb, but I'm also going to be in the kitchen, and I'm here for sushi.
Yeah.
So, like,
you guys, if you want to add that on to your Airbnb, we can do some.
You're just like in the kitchen the whole time, in like in full uniform, and you're just like waiting.
Just waiting for
someone to come
time.
out. Yeah.
Like 3 a.m. they're in there for the like a nighttime snack. And
you like sushi now?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
You start like you're like, no, I got it.
So you said you started with the sushi thing in 2009, right?
Yeah.
Is that when you started like in the restaurant industry period, or did you kind of do that before, or what? How'd you get into that?
So, all right, let me backtrack just a little bit. Okay. All right, so I was originally going to school full time, and I was just doing a part time, gig. I was at the Naval Aviation Museum. I was, in the gift shop. But, anyways, going to school full time, and then I started, kind of getting away from that. Started failing a little bit, and then ended up dropping out. And I was like, oh shoot, I need extra money. So I heard people were making money in that restaurant industry, so I ended up getting in that. And then ended up joining the military, and then after I came back from basic, ended up getting into the restaurant industry doing sushi. So
was there a natural draw to sushi, or were you like open to doing any food, and then somehow sushi happened to be what you landed on?
I always kind of like had a draw, whatever.
Yeah.
Sushi, I love sushi. I got super fat off of sushi before I joined the military.
Which is like, wild to think.
Yeah, dude, because it's like
so crazy.
It's fucking
dude, but
rice
sushi,
and fucking...
look, dude, like anybody listening, if you have never tried sushi and you're like, oh, that shit is fucking gross, You're fucking
What
retarded,
are you
dude.
doing, dog?
Sushi is
Go
so
get
good.
some sushi, bro.
Dude, you just gotta find your roll or your
that's it.
main ingredients.
And here's
in
the thing:
roll.
is a lot of people also are just used to like, okay, the California roll, the crunchy shrimp roll. But if you go to like an actual place that does like nice fucking like fresh fish sushi, bro, change your life, dude.
I'm also now learning that there's more than just what you call sushi. There's like, I guess tempura is a different type of sushi.
Tempura is just pretty much fried.
Yeah.
You know, so you can have tempura shrimp, tempura chicken, tempura anything. It's just the way that they fry it and stuff like that.
Well,
and
It's
tempura's on
batter.
another
It's a
level,
batter
dude.
instead of a flour.
There's this one tempura roll. I don't even know what the fuck is in it, but like, holy shit.
Yeah. Big fan, huh? You like the tempura
Big fan
fried stuff, huh?
And they're fat. You know what I'm saying? They're
thick.
they're girthy.
They'll fill
boys.
you up.
That
They'll
dude,
fill you up.
that tempura batter, bro. It's got some beef on it. You know
Dude,
what I'm saying?
you could
It's
put
thick.
that on fucking tree bark.
That's literally what we put our asparagus in. We fry asparagus in tempura batter and serve it with a sweet soy sauce, dude. And that's
dude.
yeah, like straight up.
some
Dude,
spicy
the
mayonnaise.
two greatest
Bro, you
things
wanna
that
get
ever
wild?
the
Get
two greatest
wild?
things that ever happened to sushi is that fucking eel sauce and the spicy mayo.
Boy.
I
Slather
literally
it
eat.
on there.
I'll eat a dog turd with that shit on. That stuff. I have,
Bro,
dude.
listen.
Come to the fucking fridge, dude.
Bro, when
I have
tell
a
you-
gallon of the eel sauce.
This man, yeah, he found out about eel sauce when they started going to Sushi Monster or something like that. He found
Yes.
out what it was, and he was like, "Where the fuck do I get that?" And then he bought like a whole gallon.
We have
of
Tony's
it.
Asian Market right down the
Yep,
street.
that's who I sourced through. Shout out Tony's.
Yeah, hell
Tony's
yeah.
Tony's the man. But I went in there and I was looking for like a regular bottle, like this size of it, right?
Yeah.
And they had just sold out, and all they had was like the fucking gallons of it, and I was like, I mean,
I actually used
I know
to
me.
work for Tony back in the
word?
day. Yeah, I was.
I've never met Tony.
Have you ever heard? You know Chef Soot? Soot. He has a sushi that sushi truck, or it's a hibachi and a sushi.
No.
Oh, dude, fire! If you ever go, you
We
gotta
haven't
check
seen
it out.
enough
is
food
that?
trucks, honestly. We need to do a little food
Yeah,
truck
food
round.
Food
Yeah.
truck game is starting to step
Bro,
up.
it's
starting to step up.
insane,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah.
It's blowing
I
up
mean,
right now.
because like when I first started this, you know, everyone's like, "Oh, why don't you do food truck?" I had a bunch of people coming to me for investors and stuff like that. I was like, you know, like the thing is, it's hard just to get your license, let alone get your food truck inspected, and then just going through the hoops of that. Because when I did my catering, it took me about a year just to get my license because I needed a commercial, or I needed a kitchen with a hood and everything.
Right.
But I wasn't allowed to rent that kitchen, the commissary kitchen, unless I had a license. But I couldn't have a license unless I had a
Without the
commissary kitchen.
Yeah, you're
So I was
you're
like,
not like allowed to do any food stuff outside of a licensed kitchen, right?
No.
With any kind of catering company.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
so
thought.
I mean, the thing is, like, since I prep all my stuff at the location, I hardly have to go to my commissary kitchen, to be honest, because I source it the same day.
I guess that's true though. With sushi, it is pretty like on the spot.
Yeah.
It's everything's fucking right, and you're
Right there,
slicing
yeah.
and doing like cooking rice. But even that, like you can
Yeah.
do before. I mean, you can do there, but I guess you can do before as well.
Dumb question. What is the rice? Like, what kind of rice is the rice?
So it's short grain rice. Some people use short grain. Some people use medium grain. I like medium grain. It's easier to work with. And then the secret really is the vinegar. You know, a lot of people,
vinegar,
when you add that to it, it changes the profile, the texture, everything. That's the secret.
The fucking off rip will change the whole game.
Could you make
That's
sushi with any rice? Just you have to prep it a different way.
I mean, technically speaking, yes. But
Why is it the certain rice that they pick? Is it like for the flavor or
so,
because my personal preference is like jasmine rice is the shit.
yeah.
Jasmine rice is good.
Jasmine, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's all good, but like in Asian cooking, and a lot of the times the different grain or the different size will change the texture. So like jasmine rice would be really good with fried rice and stuff like that. It's more grainy. The shorter the grain, it gets more glutinous. Not to get confused with like gluten, but it's just sticky pretty much. So you'll notice that a lot of short grain rice is like your sticky rice, your sweet rice. So, but Yeah.
Here's a good question. What's your favorite roll?
Oh shit.
Or is it one that doesn't exist that you've made?
Well, I mean, like you said, I like those beefy rolls. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, like the most, like the question that I get a lot is like, does cream cheese belong in sushi? You know, and all that stuff. And what do you feel about cooked rolls and steak and stuff like that? I mean, I love that shit.
Yeah,
dude,
load it up, though, bro.
Load it all up. Just don't be throwing, you know, bell peppers in there. At least not for me. You know, I don't like that weird, you know, shit in there. You know, just load it up with fish, load it up with cream cheese.
Yeah.
You know, put some eel sauce, spicy mayonnaise.
I like a spicy meat of some sort or fish.
Yeah.
A sweet potato in there. I just cannot. I can't do celery. I don't like celery or cucumber.
See, I fucks with cucumber, bro. Yeah, but I like cucumbers are homies.
Yeah. It just adds
like
that
a fresh
the fresh
and the nice crisp.
Dude, somebody should do one where it's like steak, sweet potato, and jalapeno.
It's probably because
jalapeno you can wild dog. Steak, like pickled jalapeno, dude. No, bro.
Steak, jalapeno, and what?
It's steak, jalapeno, and sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
You wild,
dude.
Man.
Deep fry.
I mean,
throw some eel sauce, spicy sauce.
If it's good, bro.
You know that some people say
eat that shit up.
I could get with that.
SPS roll, dude.
SPS roll, dog. Yeah,
that should be fire, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I mean, shit. That'll be good.
If you bout it,
that's a fusion meal right there.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I did at the last restaurant that I was at, Bonsai. I worked out there on the beach when they moved up to the executive lounge.
Who was running that place? What was the name of the dude?
The executive chef of Chef Omar.
Omar, that's his name. Somebody was telling me about him. Yeah. I think it was Nod. I think Renaud was telling me about him.
He's somewhere else then right now.
Yep. Yeah, they actually tried getting me to come back at the Hilton, because I was the head chef of Bonsai upstairs. Okay. Yeah, he was the chef of like upstairs, downstairs, like overall.
H2O,
he was
or whatever it was.
He was the guy,
the executive.
But and it's crazy when I got there too, because I just wanted to be a line cook. I wanted to get my line cook game up, because I've been doing sushi for so long. I did a little bit of hibachi. I did, worked on the wok, worked at Georgia. I worked on the line, but I never really got a lot of experience that I wanted to. So I started doing that, and then the whole COVID thing happened.
Damn. Yeah.
And then after that happened, I was like one of 12 people in the entire hotel that was working. Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they let go of everybody. But the thing was, when that happened, I was the only one who could cook and actually roll sushi. So they'd have, they have a coffee area up front. So I'd fill up that bar with like sushi and, all these small goodies and stuff. Because the nurses that weren't going home, they would stay there, during the whole COVID thing.
Oh,
so,
nice.
So I was, prepping for my dinner shift, my lunch shift, doing sushi, washing my own dishes. Because there's
nobody fucking there. Yeah, dude, that's how it was when we were like we transitioned from we shut down.
Does he
for
even
like
know
month.
where you work?
I work at Global Grill.
Okay, yeah. I work on
Purple.
You were saying that so like nonchalant.
Yeah, sorry,
I was like,
I
don't think he's aware.
But yeah, I'm finishing my 2 weeks there. But whenever we shut down,
he's a real estate agent now. By the way, that's why.
Yeah,
congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Both of you guys, right? Or
no, I'm just fucking nobody. I have a podcast,
but we shut down for like 2 weeks for COVID, and then we transitioned completely to like to-go food, which was really nice. The fact that we could still do that, but everything was like super easy, like family meal shit, right? So we were doing like fried chicken and like we were doing pork butts and stuff like that, like simple stuff. I mean, really good stuff, doing like fire mac and cheese and like banging ass chicken pot pies and stuff. But there was like 3 people running, like there was like a 4-hour period, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 hour period where we'd sell like 150, 200 like cars worth of food, and it's like us doing like prepping for all this shit or whatever, and like
short staff,
dude, it's wild. And it was a we were all grateful because we could kind of situate everybody so everybody had an opportunity to work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And thankfully the community like still wanted our food, which was really the fact that we could even do that was a blessing. But
it's
like
crazy how the community, you know, reacted to all that, because a lot of people were like, they're super supportive, but then like you had those people who just freaked out about everything, you know.
I heard a super controversial take on the whole COVID thing, and that was that any place that went out of business was already gonna. And I don't know that I agree with that, because like some people might have like, I know for a fact there are some local businesses that went out of business or changed their product because it just wasn't there anymore. Yeah. But I feel like prior to the whole COVID thing happening, if it would have just maintained and there was no sickness ever, their shit would have just kept skyrocketing because the product was so good.
Yeah.
But because maybe they couldn't get ingredients like nobody was prepped for it. It wasn't like
how do you prepare for that? You know, like there's no
them doomsday preppers. They were probably downstairs in them tunnels, and they're like
they're probably still down there.
They're like, dude, I'm never going there.
And you know, I'm sure that they're like in small, like owning small businesses and stuff like that. When it comes to like being comfortable with money, you know, I'm sure there's a time frame of like, okay, I need to be able to pay the bills and pay everybody for 6 months or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? But like even that, New York was shut down for like a year and a half, dude. Like straight up.
And they're
I don't know how
they
live like that.
That's what I'm saying. How do you even? What do you do?
Well, I mean, some countries still are.
Yeah, like Australia and New Zealand
are still locked down.
Are still locked down. Like it's. So I don't know. You know, shouts out Florida for being wild as shit. Yeah, you know, because like we didn't
a couple wild
boys. Bro, we don't give a shit.
Texas and Florida are a couple wild boys.
There's no rules in Florida, bro. No rules. But yeah,
shoot
bro.
guns at hurricanes.
Yeah,
dude, that's true.
Come at
in
us.
Fucking Speedos.
And you see it works.
In USA Speedos.
Like, how often does a hurricane come around now?
Yeah,
every couple years. It's because they forget.
Yeah.
We got something straight again.
Yeah.
You hear that they could, like, supposedly control weather and stuff like that?
Oh, you're talking about the Harp?
Huh?
We can get into this.
What's up, dude?
Is
you got a conspiracy theory? You got a conspiracy theory for us?
Bro, dude, the Illuminati have a super death machine that creates these superstorms.
Really?
And it's called the Harp.
The Illuminati does?
Yes.
Where do they keep it?
In the sky. You ever been up there?
Have you?
Yeah.
Me too.
But you ain't seen it, have you?
I ain't seen it.
There you go.
Yeah.
It probably looks like a cloud. How would you know?
You don't.
I know.
You don't
You're not
know.
gonna know.
You don't know.
You're not gonna know. I know. And that's what I'm telling
deep, huh?
you.
You're deep in it.
That's what I'm telling you.
Well, apparently in
I feel woke now.
No, dead serious. Anybody listening to this, Google the weather Harp machine.
Okay. I'll have to
there
look
goes
that up.
the rest of your night.
Is it one of those like rabbit holes?
Oh, dude.
Really?
Dude,
I get sucked down YouTube.
It ties into the Illuminati.
It's bad.
It ties into the Men in Black. It all these things.
It's all connected?
Bro. Yeah, dude, it's connected like my fucking shoelaces, dude. It's all tied up. Real nice and neat.
Nice and neat.
Nice and
with a bow on top.
Yeah. I mean, it's messy, neat, you know? But it's in there, boy. Yeah.
Man, I love it.
So, minus the whole Harp thing, is there anybody in the sushi industry that's like, do you know Maddie Matheson?
No.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're welcome, because now you do.
Hey, you want to get in a rabbit hole?
Dude.
YouTube rabbit hole?
This guy.
Look up Maddie Matheson. He has 100 fucking cooking shows on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for fucking ever.
He's the closest thing you'll ever find to a stand-up comedian chef.
Yes.
Like, I mean, seriously, he is
dude, and
hilarious.
He's hilarious, but he's also so unique.
Yeah.
He's so himself. Like, obviously, anytime anybody does a show of any sort, they might exaggerate their personality a hair.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like he exaggerates.
Yeah.
It feels like he's probably like this all the time. But my question was going to be, like, is there anybody in the sushi industry that's, like, breaking boundaries? Like, oh, you're not supposed to do this, and they're doing this. Or is that not... Is it, like, the culture to be, like, so...
within the boundaries
tradition, like, is it, like, you don't break tradition or you're, like, out?
I feel now... everything's a broken tradition when it comes to sushi, because sushi, you're not supposed to have cooked shit. You know, it's I mean,
traditionally it's a completely raw.
Yeah, it's nigiri pretty much. You know, just fish on top of rice. That's sushi.
Yeah.
You know,
question before we move on. Is the wasabi on the rice between the fish and the rice? Is that something that is traditional or no?
Yes.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I didn't know if that was a thing or
Yeah.
not. Because that's the way I do it, but I was like, you never know.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how they do it. That's exactly how they do it. But I mean, like, yeah, no, I think now everything's pretty much broken tradition because, like, I don't know, there's people making sushi tacos and sushi pizzas and, you know, it's wild. The like sushi burgers.
Yeah.
Well, how the fuck would you just one big piece?
Yeah, they'll take like the rice and they'll like compact it, and then they'll layer like in between the rice like avocado, salmon, but then like it's just so much fish.
But then how would you would burn the rice? Like you would sear it, kind of like a patty kind of thing, and the shit's inside the patty.
I think they put the seaweed on the outside. I'm not exactly sure.
And that's the
every
patty,
time I look
and then
at
they
it,
build
I
the
just kind
burger
of
on it.
pass by.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something I'd like take a...
We say this, but if we're at a food truck and they're like, "Yo, you want to try the seaweed special?" and then you're like, "Fucking
sushi burger,
slap daddy with it."
Yeah. It's gone.
So do you? So you kind of find yourself more in the like traditional side of it? You think because like that's kind of how you've.
I mean,
paved.
I kind of like doing more fusion stuff, like because you know, I've worked at several places that did like more European style foods and stuff like that.
Dude, I hate to interrupt real quick. European must be where food was invented because of fucking Rusty, fucking Ed, like
French.
everybody.
French cooking, dude. That's where
did nobody else cook food?
That's where it started. Really?
Did food not exist before France?
No, they were just there doing it before anybody else was.
They were the ones that
everyone else was eating stones and sticks and
like... yeah. Escoffier was kind of the first to write the rules of the kitchen. Yeah. And that was
a guy or a location?
60 something.
It's a guy.
It's a person.
Yeah, it's chef. But he pretty much like designed the line, designed like everything that I guess.
So he's like Elon Musk of fucking France.
I mean, I guess you could say that. Yeah. I mean, not he wasn't like I don't know.
I guess he didn't create like
he just streamlined it.
But yeah, he streamlined it and he made the guide to what cooking should be the base of and stuff like that.
I mean, Elon didn't create electricity.
Like most of the kitchens you walk in, most of the kitchens that you walk in, the layout and how things work is from Escoffier.
Yeah.
It's from his, going through and being like, okay, this is how this should be. This is the way this should be. Like that's who Escoffier was. It was like all that kind of planning shit.
You got a lot of influence from Europe.
Yeah. I mean, in the lines that I've worked.
Yeah.
Because I'm mainly sushi, and then I've done like some hibachi. But then when I started working into the more like European style kitchens and stuff like that, I started learning more about sauces and stuff like that. Yeah. And then coming from a Japanese type cooking background, I kind of just fuse that. Yeah. So I'm doing like miso beurre cremes. When I was at the Hilton, I was doing like smoked shiitake raviolis with miso beurre creme and shiso oil and
I don't know what
stuff.
A lot of that is, but holy shit, my mouth is watering.
I don't even know what it is, but
dude, miso is fucking fire. Raviolis, fucking fire.
Yeah. And the things that you can do with miso too are great. You could crust fish with it. You can, do simple soup.
What is miso? I just know it as a soup. I didn't know it was
It's a soybean paste.
Fermented soybean paste.
Also, like, break this myth for just me, because it's not probably for him, but, like, I went to Happy China a lot. Do you know what that is? Okay, so they have
Happy China.
They have egg drop soup. Is that a real thing, or is that just a cheap soup they made?
I mean,
because that shit was so good to me.
In a lot of the Asian cultures, all of it's pretty much cheap. Like, because it's all third world countries.
I just didn't know if it was like Americanized for us.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, like if it was something traditionally they did of theirs.
Yeah, or if they were just like, yo, let's throw some fucking
egg whites in it.
Yeah, and some fucking whatever those fried
wonton
crisps on the top, and then we'll eat it up.
That's a good question.
Because I don't even know what the base of egg drop soup is really.
I don't know.
Do you like? I don't know if it's a.
I for the longest time, like I assume the white stuff in it is egg, right?
Yeah,
Yolks,
they drop the egg in there.
And then the rest has got to be some sort of broth, no?
Yeah, that's what I think, but I don't know what.
Like a chicken
I
broth?
would like chicken. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm.
Something like that.
That's what I would do.
He's like, I got
Like
it.
chicken.
Yeah.
I fucking
some
know what chicken tastes like,
cornstarch and
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude! Okay, so like, you're not like a regular food person. You're like more specialized, I would say.
Mm.
Do you fucks with chicken sandwiches?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, so where you stand? Who's got the best chicken
got
sandwich?
the number one chicken sandwich?
We're not gonna say our thing first.
Are you talking about fast food wise?
Yes.
Or are you talking? Okay, fast food.
Yep.
Strictly fast food.
Strictly fast food. It can be spicy or non, but I want to hear both.
But I need both.
But I need both, and I'm really leaning towards one. But I'll let you say both, so it seems
all right.
unbiased.
So here's where I
Alright,
stand on
alright.
chicken sandwiches.
I feel like it's about to
alright?
get deep, dude.
It's about to go.
I
layers.
love this.
It's
shit.
about to go layers. All
Alright.
right. So, if I'm working late night,
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
It's past 11.
Oh shit! Okay.
Okay. You know where I'm going. I'm going to Whataburger. I'm getting me a honey butter chicken biscuit.
Okay, so that's different. That's a breakfast
is
thing.
that-
Okay,
But
okay.
that's
I get what
slaps.
you're. I get. Yes, for
That's
sure.
a breakfast of champions.
Fucking 11.
Okay?
Yeah, I'll
But
fucking rip.
We're talking about like main course,
Like just
full
regular
rigs.
chicken
Yeah,
sandwich.
just
Yes.
chicken sandy.
Fuck.
I
I gotta give it to Chick-fil-A. They never disappoint me.
Okay, so
dude.
is that spicy or regular?
regular?
Okay, so where's your spicy coming from?
Ooh. That's a tough one.
I get the
That's
contemplation.
a tough one.
I get it.
Yeah.
Have you done a taste test recently?
I haven't done like
That's
a
where you're
wide
falling short.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where you're falling
you know,
short.
so I can't like.
You'd have a
side by
strong
side
opinion.
judge.
Let me tell you, we have taken extensive time to
Yeah.
have
We've had
side
taste
by
tests on the
side
show.
taste tests.
Okay.
I mean, it's
We've-
gone deep.
If
This
a,
is
if a new
deep.
chicken sandwich came out, we've had it.
Let me tell you. Listen,
Okay.
as soon as the places drop up, we got people bringing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's on
Were
the
we
way.
the
Isn't there a
people-
new chicken sandwich that came out somewhere or out of?
The
Like,
last one that
how
came
did- you
out,
talking about Zaxby's?
yeah, they just
Yeah,
dropped
that's
that
new.
buffalo rig.
There is a. Fuck, there was another one that's super.
KFC
recent.
just dropped a spicy one.
Yeah, I just saw that.
KFC just dropped
Yeah.
a spicy one.
I just saw that.
but we haven't tried that one yet.
Okay.
No,
But
had the regular one.
yeah,
It's okay.
not huge fans of the regular one. It's
KFC's been disappointing me lately. I mean, I used to go all the
haven't-
time.
yeah.
but,
Me too. Like the last 30 years of my entire life, which I'm 31, they've been disappointing me.
wow.
Wow.
That deep, huh?
Okay, so we'll reveal our picks. Our spicy is
Yeah.
Popeyes.
Yeah,
Our non-spicy
okay.
is Popeyes.
it's Popeyes.
Okay, so
Hey, still Popeyes.
yeah, dude.
All right, I'm gonna have to go there.
They fucking slap. It's something about the way it's breaded and the bun and the sauce.
bro.
yeah.
The
yeah.
spicy mayo sets
And let me
it.
tell you,
Sets it.
first off, the quality of breading, right, and the spice that is in the breading,
crunch.
just off rip, the
Yeah.
crunch is fire. But you also are getting a full chicken thigh on these things,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like
real.
a chicken sandy, bro,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
handful of chicken sandwich. It's the move, dude.
And you're
I'm
not
telling
you're not biting into it and pulling back and thinking like, oh, this might be in the shape of chicken, but it's not chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
Like McDonald's sometimes, like at least back in the day,
Chicken
I think I've
patties
heard
and-
that they've gone to like fresher materials, which is probably a fucking
Wow,
lie.
you know, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Straight from
dude,
the farm.
it's like you bite and you eat the sandwich, and there's no doubt
That's chicken.
shit is as real as it
Damn.
That
gets.
shit
My
is
mouth's
real, dog.
watering thinking.
Dude, I hope we inspire you to leave this room.
Yeah, yes, this
Go
one.
straight to Popeyes.
No, if you don't take anything from this,
That take that.
yeah, I hope you take that Popeye slaps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
the
I'll have
move,
to.
dude.
I'll have to give it
Dude,
a try.
it's making me want to like.
I
And
know.
look, and dinner's being made, but it's making me want to just
I'm not gonna lie.
double dinner on the board.
I'm very wary of where I order my chicken though, because
Oh, yeah?
a lot of people, you know, they'll just double bake it or double fry it, and it's dry as shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah, that's true.
That's what I don't
Dude,
like. That's why
I used to always feel
I
that
have
way
my-
about like Barn
Yeah.
Hills, certain
Bro,
places.
that's
like
why-
on a buffet for too long. I'm like, for
Listen,
sure this has been here since yesterday.
That's one thing that I have tried to get in through his head is how long to cook chicken for.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because people try and listen to the like, okay, cook it to 185,000 degrees before you could fucking eat it or
Yeah,
you'll die.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And then like they cook their chicken and they're like, why is my chicken breast always dry?
Yeah.
It's because you're cooking it all the way to when it's done before you even pull it out of the fucking oven.
And
you
then,
know? And everything's gone.
Well, the whole rest thing I never even knew about.
Like
I would cut steak like immediately, and I'm like, dude, by the time I'm like halfway through the steak, I'm like, this shit is dry as fuck.
Yeah.
I never knew that, but like, God, that's such a game changer.
And chicken breast can be really, really good, dude. Chicken breast can be amazing if you cook it correctly. If you know how to cook a chicken.
Well, I grew up in a trailer, so
hey, that's why you live here now. That's why we learn things, you know.
Yes,
I'm helping you out.
Yes,
helping you out.
It's much different. Like we used to have chicken fried steak that was probably just, I don't even fucking know, hard rubber. Because that shit was
pounded
strong, dude.
Dude, let me tell you. Back in the day, like after church on Sundays, the spot was Piccadilly. Did y'all ever hit up a Piccadilly?
I never look. I've been there on like church visits, but I never ate there. I didn't like the concept of the place. I don't know. It made me have bad vibes.
Listen, dude, that was the fucking move, dude. And their chicken fried steak, different level. Different level.
It's funny because like different church groups,
they
have their spots.
They got
they have their spots, dude. I'll see so many like Filipino aunties and uncles at what is it, Chow Time. All the time.
Dude, Chow Time gets thick in there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or King's Buffet. King's Buffet is the same way.
Didn't they close or something? Or are they back open?
King's is open, I think. Last time I drove, I was on that side of town. They were open.
You ever have Number One Chinese? Right up the road. Right
dude, it's right next to Fortis, right?
It's right next to what?
Fortis?
Yeah.
It's in that same little complex.
Yeah, those little kids, always working and
really
slaving their parents away. Yeah, man.
That's the spot.
Those kids own that spot. Yeah, you'll see them.
We almost
taking orders, and they're like 7 years old.
Dude,
what?
There was
we almost ordered food from there the other day. That's wild.
Really? There was a gas station growing up in my dad's neighborhood. 6 kids.
Yeah.
Over there, all fucking guidey and shit, bro. That shit slapped.
They got those skewers. Chicken skewers.
Oh yeah,
$2 for or $2 or $3 for a chicken skewer. But it's huge.
And they hooked it up too, because we were like neighborhood kids, and we'd come in there and that was our spot. That was our hangout, dude.
They got those bike trails.
You get $3. Yeah, you go bike and then go get a fucking brisk tea or whatever for like 99 cents. They'd hook it up too, dude. That was the spot back in the day.
I used to go to this place, Maria's. It was across from the airport because I worked at the airport. She would set these breakfast sandwiches up, dude, on croissants.
Yeah.
Holy. And they're fucking half a sub big, it seemed like. Dude, and they were like this big. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I think it was like $4. Fucking delicious.
I used to live off of gas station food. Like, no joke. Because, like, so I used to do landscaping too. So, do irrigation and stuff like that. But, got a job with my buddy, and every time we'd go eat, it was gas station pizza, gas station, croissants and stuff. See a bunch of Mexicans, and they'd be like, "Hey, hola, blah blah blah." I'm like, sorry, dude, I'm Filipino. My bad, dog. I'm in the same.
You're close.
I'm in the same line of business, but sorry, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Amigo.
Yeah,
but
yeah, bro. Fucking So you work a lot with fresh fish from around this area, right?
Oh,
yeah. So where are you getting from? Are you getting fish from Tony's, or are you getting from?
So what I'll do is I'll check out Joe Patty's, and then I'll check out Maria's.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of like see where the best, because I could eyeball and see what tuna is really good and how fresh it really is. Because realistically, fresh fish isn't as fresh as most people say, because you want to kill off all those parasites and stuff like that, unless you could somehow farm raise tuna.
Yeah.
But the tuna that I get, I usually go through Joe Patty's and stuff.
Yeah.
The only reason I go through them too is because they used to have their own sushi bar, and that's what they use. So I kind of like rely on that, but also Maria's, they have some good stuff because they supply, I think, like
Cons down there, Nom,
all of them.
Yeah, dude, Maria's does some good fish for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's since we're talking about this, I went to Joe Patty's Sunday for Mother's Day, and like was cooking for my mom, and I went and got swordfish from there, and I was like kind of eyeballing it, and there was a bunch of people in there, so I wasn't too worried about it, but I was like, let me get like 3 pounds of swordfish or whatever. Like I get home, and like get the grill going. And I'm like, fuck yeah, like this is about to be banging, right? I pull it out and I start cutting it into like, you know, serving sizes or whatever. Start cutting it and I'm like, what the fuck? I get my knife halfway through it and I'm like, this is frozen.
Yeah.
I was like, it's frozen in the middle, down the whole middle of it. I was like, you gotta be shitting me, dude. I was like, that's so fucked, bro.
Dude, it's wild because, you know, like a lot of the things that you'll see, especially in the culinary world, aren't what they seem. No. You know, like you read all these recipes in these books and these magazines, those aren't the real recipes. Like they're not giving you award-winning recipes and selling it for hundreds of dollars, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
this ain't it ain't Michelin star fucking recipes they're selling in books, dude, for real. But that's what's up, man. It's here soon we'll start having some more fresh catch, dude. The summer's coming up, bro. It's gonna be sick.
Do you ever fish for your own?
I want to get more into fishing, but I haven't. My dad, when we lived out in Alaska, he used to just reel in salmon by like the dozens, dude.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, like he'd literally come home and my mom's just down here scaling, you know.
That's what's up,
the
dude.
salmon, you know, we'd have cookouts, smoked salmon, grilled salmon, you name it.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
this is the place to do it, bro. You're gonna have to come out sometime and get
they
on
go
the water,
like
bro.
they go off.
You go offshore?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never been offshore.
Yeah, it's fuck. I mean, shit. You know, that's the thing though. That's the thing about this place is you don't really have to. You know what I'm saying? Like you can fish Fort Pickens and you can fish the beach and come out with some banging stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it makes it a lot easier to have a boat and like get 20 miles offshore.
Yeah.
But like you can sit at the beach and fish for 6 hours and still come home with a cooler full of fish. You know, like this place is really special when it comes to shit like that. You know. Yeah. So there is really something about like fishing all day and then having a fresh, like the freshest you're ever gonna get it. You know, like not frozen, but like cold, still ice. Cold, and like it's sitting in the ice or whatever, and then just right from there to the grill, bro.
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
You ever see how Japanese people kill their fish? They stare
them to death.
Dude, they'll like. They'll hit their head with a spike, and then they'll like drill a hole in their head, and then they'll like shove like a coat hanger in their spine from their head, and it pretty much like it's supposed to like make them brain dead, and then they can't really feel anything, but they're still alive.
So they push all the blood out and shit like that?
You know, all the blood and stuff like that, you know, it's still circulating and it's still fresh, and
that's one thing too. I think a lot of people don't like realize, like, to get good quality fish, you have to do some gnarly stuff. Like it's not like
nature's metal, dude.
Nature's metal, dude. It's gnarly, dude. But like to get high quality ingredients, you know, you gotta do some shitty stuff, and it's gonna suck a little bit, but the end result is gonna be worth it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's all about like, for me at least, because I worked in the restaurant for a long time, and like I respect the fucking ingredients that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want any of that shit to go to waste. No, so it's like, this is just a step of preparation that I'm doing to make it the best I can get it. You know?
Is this a dumb thing to say? I thought fish don't feel feelings. Like, you know, from the Nirvana song where it's like,
yeah, no, you put a hook in one,
something
bro,
in the way. There's a line in it where it's like,
that's been
you eat
very
fish because they have no
debatable,
feel, right?
You know, with
how would we
with
even
like
know?
PETA and stuff. Yeah, I mean, like
you ask the fish,
central nervous system and stuff like that's the thing with what's it called, lobsters. I've tried researching this. You know, do lobsters feel? Because when I was working at Bonsai, I had to kill like lobsters by the box. You know, so down here cracking their heads. You know, and you know, you could debate which way is more ethical, you know, stabbing it through the head or, you know, cracking it open, you know. Yeah. But it's...
I mean, they definitely feel something because when you put them in boiling water, they're not just like...
Yeah, it's
they're like
that's shit. What I was saying. That's what I'm saying is like, dude, when you're on a boat and you have like you're using live bait, you try and put a hook through one of those motherfuckers,
they're like...
They don't like it. Yeah. You know, like I think they feel, you know, and
even
that's another
worms.
thing. Yeah.
Put a hook through a worm, and it's gonna be like,
it's like, excuse me.
It's like, ow, dude, fuck,
you poked me.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think that at the end of the day, it's like a price you're paying, you know, to get the freshness of it, or get, you know, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
You know, but like, I don't know. At the end of the day, like I was saying, it's like it's all about respecting where it comes from and like paying respect to it and shit
making
like that.
Sure,
Man.
you know, there's no waste or as little waste as
100%,
possible. You know,
yeah.
like, you know, like a lot of people when they fish and stuff, they'll throw away the head and the body and stuff like that. Like when I was filleting fish and stuff like that, I'd use that for stocks and you know, and shit, add in for like our ramens and stuff like that. You know, try using as much as possible.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's.
What is like your ultimate goal with your business? Are you trying to stay private and do these events, or are you trying to also do a food truck, or are you trying to do like a standalone all on your own?
That's a pretty good question because
let's get
you
deep,
know
dog.
I've thought about, you know, what ultimately I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to, you know, have a hole in the wall business, you know, just like a small little sushi shop and stuff, but you know, the way that things are with how the world is working and the economy and everything, you know, putting that into perspective, like how, you know, when I first started my sushi business, I was paying $14.99 a pound for tuna. I'm paying $19-20 a pound for tuna. You know, and the hamachi that I'm buying, I'm paying $31 a pound for hamachi. Yeah. So like just taking that into consideration and how much I could really charge people without feeling that I'm pulling one on them, you know, because ultimately I want to feed people. Yeah, dude, like
it fucking sucks, bro.
Like, you know, when I was at the Hilton, we were selling plates like an appetizer. We had, I think it was like $275. It was an ounce of caviar.
Holy fuck.
That's crazy.
I've never even been in a Hilton, so I like that sounds right,
dude. It's frustrating because it's like, you know, people are upset about it, and it's like, I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it, but the money that we put into the plates are going up. So you have to charge more. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. You're losing money if you're not.
Either that, or you start losing quality.
Yeah,
you know,
and you don't want to do that.
You can't go backwards.
Yeah, it's like
any reason.
Yeah, I mean, shit, like you were saying, we used to pay like, you know, 99 cents a pound for chicken breast, dude, and now it's like $4 or $5 a pound. It's like ridiculous. It's crazy, and it sucks because we're having to, you know, keep pushing menu prices up and stuff like that. But it's like. I mean, fuck, what can you do, really? I mean, what do you do? You know, and it sucks because you don't want people to feel like, oh, they're just trying to make more money off of me. Yeah. It's like, no, dude, I really have to do this. Like,
we're trying to cover.
Yeah. Like, you got to pay bills, bro. You know?
Bills,
but where were you headed with what you want to do?
I'm not exactly sure. I kind of want to, like, what I wanted to do is I wanted to find people who are just as motivated as me and kind of hand off the business, but kind of like a franchise type deal. But I give them the business and I just collect like royalty or payments, and I'll set them up with everything, you know, all the equipment they need, the people, you know, that they, you know, set them up with appointments and stuff like that. But you know, the more and more I think about it, you know, it's just like I honestly don't know where, you know, the business right now is headed, just because, you know, again, the price of fish, the price of everything, you know. But I mean, I do want to expand it, you know. I'm definitely going to try working it the most I could, you know. If you're going to do something, might as well put full force into it, you know.
I think a good idea, at least with your business, is building it around you specifically at the beginning. Yeah. Because then people will recognize it as like, well, we know he brings a certain quality and his personality is dope and all those things. And then after you feel like you're comfortable with that, then maybe like make a better readjustment of a decision then, like whatever you're going to do.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because like when I train people or when I've had people underneath me, I'm so meticulous on how I do things. Yeah. You know, and just like all the other chefs in town, you know, who are at that level, you know, who've done fine dining, they're very meticulous. That's how they get there. You know, you have to be picky. Yeah. You know,
and then
to reach that
people
level,
will build around these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like people like we'll go out of our way to eat at Rusty's or Ed's or like, because we know the type. Yeah, exactly. Shout out Ed. But the type of quality or standard they bring, like that's why we'll go eat there, and that spreads in the community their reputation. Like that could be like what you're doing with sushi. Like people will come to you because they know like you set a standard. Yeah.
I actually had some of Rusty's food today.
Oh yeah.
A word at his
truck
spot.
Yeah, dude, that's like the third time I've eaten there.
Hell yeah,
bro! Like his
that's
food is, real
He
good.
doesn't miss, dude.
No,
he really does
not at all.
And it doesn't matter if he's in a food truck, a restaurant, if he's at home. He's gonna put his heart in that dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool though too, because like you can see where a lot of people's backgrounds come from when it comes to like cooking and stuff like that, and where they've been through their food.
Yeah.
You know, and
100%.
the heart that they put into it, like just mixing the flavors, and because you're not a lot of the time, especially nowadays in modern food, you have all these fusion foods that you don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
You're reading this and you still don't know what it is, but just mixing those flavors together and making it work, like that's kind of a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
You can't just throw everything together and
expect it to be
expect it to stick.
And speaking of like journey through food, like how was it growing up? I assume it was Filipino, like base household.
Yeah.
I don't know how prevalent sushi is in the culture of
not at all
the Philippines. So like
not at all.
Like, does your family understand what the concept, not like of sushi, but like, are they not just like, why don't you go after something more Filipino based? Or are they like, what are you doing?
I mean, so at first, I was one of those kids that, I want to prove my parents wrong type thing. So, like a lot of Filipino parents, they want me to go to school, get, that safe job or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to prove you guys wrong. I'm going to do this sushi thing and stick to it. So, but I mean, growing up, we ate a lot of Filipino food. It was like Filipino parties. Like if you guys ever been or whatever, like
I haven't, but sounds delicious.
Bro, like
haven't, but down.
Food
if things are based
everywhere.
around food
I'm everywhere. I'm telling you, like if you walk around and your plate is empty, all these aunties and uncles, and you got to call them that, auntie, uncle, they'll just start filling up your plate. And the only way to make them stop filling up your plate is to leave food on there and throw it away. As much as you don't want to do it. As much as you don't want to do it. But like, we'll have pancit lumpia, which is the closest that you'll get to sushi, I guess, as far as like rolling things, Filipino food though, it's on the come up. Like people are starting to realize that it's very simple, but at the same time, it's
impactful though. The flavors are, I mean, ripping, dude.
Because they don't work with much. They don't work with much. But what they work with, like, they have this like chicken adobo or whatever. All it is pretty much vinegar and soy sauce and chicken. And but the way that they make it, they add a little bit of spice and a little bit of sugar and stuff, and
it's like having a minute amount of ingredients or whatever, but figuring out the best way, or like the most ways you can use them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they kill it, dude, for sure.
But
it's wild to think that everything literally under the sun, as far as like food and recipes, just comes from somebody being like, I wonder if this tastes good.
Dude, and that's it.
And experimenting. But you'll think like, because like in my opinion, eel sauce is fucking dope.
Yeah.
But I'll think like, oh, that's something I'd never be able to figure out. But somebody did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like somebody understood or figured out the concept of sushi itself. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't have been the guy.
Yeah. It's like, honestly, I have this thought every once in a while, and it makes me really depressed.
Yeah.
Like straight up, that like, and it sucks.
Let's hear it.
It sucks, but it's like, I think about like, like working on new dishes or whatever. And it's like, fucking working on new shit. And it's like, there is nothing that I can do that has not been done before. You know what I'm saying?
But,
like, unless you're at the gastronomical level of like, Grant Cats or like those kind of guys that are doing like this insane like science with like that kind of shit. Everything else has been done.
I think though,
like,
but I think it's perspective, because guess what? Somebody figured out the peanut,
and I did, and it is,
and they got peanut butter, peanuts, and other things from peanuts.
Yes, but what I'm saying is like, there's like
been done.
You know, like it's like, oh, I wonder if I mix that with that. You know, like let me try this dish with this on it or whatever. And then you like literally make a quick Google and it's like, oh, here's 6 recipes for that exact fucking dish. You know,
well,
it's like it's like
but you can keep trying until you can't Google it.
And that's what I'm saying is like, there's things where it's like, okay, I changed this in it, or I do this, or I use this instead of that, or I use something that I made specifically. You know, and it's like, okay, that makes it mine or whatever. But like, there's not that new like. This is fucking brand new. Nobody's ever seen this before. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's new because it's serving at this restaurant and like we're using this or whatever.
Well, what would you consider something new?
Nothing.
No, I'm saying like, what was the last new thing you ever heard of? Just new to you type thing? Like it just wasn't new, it was just new to you?
No, like new. When I say new, I mean like, it's never been on a menu, never been experienced before, nothing like that.
I'm gonna fuck your world up, dude. I'll do something new right now.
With food?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, deep fried chicken. Soak it in soy sauce.
I thought that's where it is.
Okay.
I thought that was it. Chicken. I was like, I thought that's where he was going with that. And I was like, there better be a bigger picture to this one, dude.
Dude, deep fried chicken, soak it in soy sauce after it's deep fried, okay? Deep fry it again, okay?
Dry chicken.
Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Load it with jalapenos. Hey, I'm making something new. You said it can't be done.
There's a recipe.
$100? Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm freestyling it right now.
But I'm not talking about like bullshit like this. I'm talking about like just like a.
Who is this Katz guy you were talking about?
Grant Katz. He's like the fucking biggest chef in the
world. What makes his bullshit different than mine?
Because he's doing. He's like a 3 Michelin star chef that has like. They have like that.
They have like molecular gastronomy,
dude.
And stuff like that. It's wild.
Dude, y'all have no idea what's going on in my head.
So let me tell you gastronomy. So this is how deep they get. They take tomatoes. They separate the tomato flavor from the tomatoes, okay? They take all the color out of the tomatoes. Then they add color to the tomatoes, right? This is just a liquid.
Yeah.
Then they add gelatin to it. Then they put it in molds that look like strawberries, and they put fake leaves around it to make it look like a strawberry.
Yeah.
But then when you eat it, it's a tomato.
Soup.
Word. Sounds like fucking...
It's fucking insane.
Sounds like...
Jello soup.
It's crazy.
Bro, did you guys ever see the documentary called The Inventor? It's this female broad... which is how broads work. Okay. But she like had this I wouldn't call it a scam so much as like a lie, a straight blatant lie, but she claimed that you could do this blood test at home and it would like indicate that you had cancer or diabetes from a single drop of blood. She could prove or test you for anything, right?
I've heard of that. Yeah.
That leads me to these guys, dude. Like, anybody could do this bullshit with the fucking tomato strawberries.
Hey, but nobody did until he did.
Okay, talk about my chicken sandwich, dude.
All right, dude.
In the same breath.
Do you get what I'm saying, though?
I understand. It's a bunch of bullshit.
All right. Cool.
Okay, and until you're doing something
just the thing I've been doing for 6 years is a bunch of bullshit. It's fine.
You've been doing the tomato experiment?
No, I've been cooking for 6 years. Though.
Yeah, but you're doing good shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
These other people, they smell their own farts.
Hey, but here's the thing though. They still get people to pay like $10,000 to come eat at their restaurants. Yeah, they still get like
$10,000 for the strawberry.
Less than a quarter of an ounce.
Yeah, of food. It's like it's a 17.
But look, this
meal.
is the difference here. This is the real difference here. Okay,
you get a full sandwich with yours.
Okay, I'm not even talking about my food. I'm talking about their food now. They're making food for people that are unhappy. What you were doing was making people. You're making food to make people happy.
Yeah,
that feel good.
Yeah. So fuck this Greg Katz guy.
Greg Katz guy.
Okay, you're
just
doing what you guys are doing.
You just lit fucking cooks everywhere, everywhere on fire,
dude. If I catch this dude, I'm dropping this motherfucker. Okay, what you guys are doing, y'all are changing the game. This is where the real heartbeat of the world is, not these fucking fart smelling guys with the fucking leaves and the oh, look at this kiwi that looks like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
No, you guys are doing the real work. You know. Yeah. So y'all need to think of yourselves in those lights.
Yeah. Maybe
don't sleep on yourself, bro. I'm serious.
It's hard work.
Making people happy through food so underrated. Like, I think we
Yeah.
talked about this
Yeah.
with Rusty on, like, the first one we had him on. Like, if I was going to become a chef, that would be my goal.
Yeah.
Like, that's my whole
Yeah.
goal with maybe not making people so much happy through our podcast, but, like, making them feel satisfied and, like, fulfilled and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah,
if I was
yeah.
to do stand-up, it would be to make people happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to feel better because I was in the world. And I feel like doing that, like, through sushi or, like,
Yeah.
like when you were chefing, like, heart, like, that was your heart and soul. Like, when
Yeah.
you cook for us, you do that. Like, you change the mood based off of the flavor of the food, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. My parents didn't even start eating sushi till I started making sushi.
Oh,
they'd come up to see me all the time, and just.
So they
sling
fucks
some
with it
sushi.
now, though, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're-
Well,
you're like, all right,
do a
Mom.
whole spread. Like, they have an island, super nice kitchen. They just got it redone, but I'll fill that whole island with sushi.
Hell yeah.
And then my mom, for Mother's Day, it was last year or her birthday or whatever. I'll do like 7-course dinners and stuff like that. She'll have
Well,
like
maybe we'll come over for Mother's Day next
there
year.
you go.
Like, we're here for the Mother's Day spread.
We heard something was going on.
We heard rustlings of a 7-course meal.
Yeah. Full island's worth. So
Yeah. No, but it's the hard work was worth it.
Yeah.
It's just like something that made them happy, and
Yeah.
I gotta feed them.
Yeah, dude, and that's one thing too is like where I'm excited about the change of like getting out of the kitchen is like I love the kitchen to death, and it'll always be my love. Food will always be my passion.
Yeah.
Period. But the side of cooking the food for people that I don't ever get to see or get to see the food make them happy.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm okay with giving up, and like getting to do personal dinners and getting to cook for people that I love.
Yeah.
And like see that side
makes
of it.
worth it.
That's the side that I want, and like maybe that's just selfish of me to want that, because you obviously need people that don't want to see that and that work in the kitchens, and that's what I've been doing. But for me, that's the side that I love. That's the rewarding side for me, is seeing people happy,
That's
from my food.
really what it's all about. I mean, to me, it's like food has always been one of those things that have joined,
community.
Yeah, everybody
community.
together.
Yep.
Like party revolve around food.
Yep.
When we have family dinners,
Yep.
it's all connected, and being a key holder to that, like it's it's unreal. It's awesome seeing people, just close their eyes and it just bring back memories and stuff. 'Cause I love doing nostalgic foods, and putting like a kind of modern twist on it, but I don't know. I like.
Yeah.
Food is like I know they say music is life, and music's definitely life, but food is like in that same ballpark. It's like music, food.
Yeah.
Like I know they say like fighting's in our DNA and shit like that. That's another one of those things. But like name something that's more important than food. Fucking maybe water, but like
Air,
like but like
but yeah, no.
what brings people together more than food?
Yeah.
Fucking
Nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
creating
water
communities.
Yeah, water don't be doing that shit.
Yeah, it just like makes you fucking wet next to someone.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah.
you're like, hey, I don't know you, stranger.
Why are you wet next to me?
Damn, dude.
I
Well,
love the room, man.
hey,
Thank
I
you,
appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, man.
We did a lot of this stuff, but like obviously the artwork, like that wasn't us.
Yeah.
That's a local artist. His name is Cheese
Oh yeah.
or Rawstein.
He's the one who did that
Okay.
painting over there too. He
Yeah,
did that.
he's fucking
Nice.
super
Killer, dude.
duper dope.
Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming on, dude.
Yeah,
like, I
no, I
can't
appreciate
thank
you guys
enough
having me.
Yeah, being able to come on. And, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what your schedule was like, but you adjusted to us, which was super nice.
Yeah. We appreciate it for sure.
Anytime.
I definitely want to come out and try some sushi soon.
Yeah.
I don't know where, like, how available is it for like regular people to eat?
I mean, like usually, I'll do like sushi cakes and stuff like that, which is pretty much like sushi platters and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get one of those, but I mean, I'll do like house calls and stuff like that. But
Oh yeah.
you know,
Well,
for,
hell
like,
yeah,
small
dude.
events.
Well, where can people get in touch with you? as far as doing stuff like that, or like
social
catering
media,
events,
website,
all that kind of stuff.
So I made a website, sushilifecatering.com. Built that from scratch. That was hard. And then I have Facebook, Instagram, all Sushi Life Catering.
And people can get in touch with you on all those.
On all those.
Message or whatever.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Good shit,
That's
bro.
dope, dude. I can't thank you enough. You've been so cool.
Bro.
Like,
appreciate it.
From us not knowing you for fucking nothing from another guy. Like, such a chill dude.
Hell yeah, bro.
So thankful.
Dude. Yeah, we really appreciate you coming and hanging out, man. Learning a little bit about sushi, man.
Yeah. Very open.
Oh yeah. Is there anything you want to shout out before we get out of here? Anything else? Upcoming events or anything like that? Or
I don't have anything planned right now, but stay posted to my social media and see what we got going on. We're trying to get into doing pop-ups and stuff like that. We've done some at Grizzly Axe's, Big Top Brewery.
That's right down the street.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
So I'm trying to get, more that way, but
yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Well, thank you so much again for coming and hanging out. We really appreciate it. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We love you. We're getting the fuck up out of here. Yee!